I think we built the ultimate AI website skill, and I am going to give it to you for completely free. This thing takes any business, a family office, a nonprofit, a content creator, an agency, and it figures out what type of website you need, generates all the assets, or uses the ones you already have, and then creates an interactive, scroll driven experience that actually hooks people in. It is not your generic AI generated slop. You are literally taking the viewer on a journey. Every scroll movement correlates to something happening on the page. Here is the problem. Most AI generated websites look like this. It is fine, it is functional, but it does not make anyone remember you. It does not hook anyone. And if your website is your only employee that works 24/7, it should be your best employee, not your most boring one. We call this skill scrollcraft because the whole idea is crafting an experience where the scroll itself is the hook. If you do not grab them in the first 5 seconds, they are gone. Same logic as short form content. If the hook does not land, they scroll past you. So let me walk through how this actually works. The skill lives in a public GitHub repo. You can install it as an OpenClaw skill, or just grab the files and use them with any AI coding tool. Claude Code, Cursor, whatever you are working with. When you invoke the skill, it does not just start generating. It interviews you first. And this is the part that matters most. It asks you, what type of website are you building? What is the scroll journey? What does the visitor hit first, and in what order? What must the visitor believe by the end? What real assets do you have? Where should the page feel calm, and where should it feel intense? What is the one thing this site should do that no site you have seen does? This becomes your signature move. The better you answer these questions, the better the output. Let me show you a real example. We took our Wembassy Agency website and ran it through Scrollcraft. This is the original. It works. It has got our services, our team, our portfolio, but it is not an experience. So we invoke Scrollcraft, answer the interview questions. We want it to feel premium, editorial, trusted. We want every claim to have a receipt. We give it our existing photos and brand colors. And about 30 minutes later, this is what it produced. Same brand, same copy, same colors, but now it is an experience. The hero section animates in. As you scroll, the services reveal one at a time. The portfolio has parallax depth. Testimonials slide in with faces. Every section has a purpose and a feeling. And here's what I love it does, a verification pass. It takes screenshots of the site as it is building and inspects them to make sure nothing is broken, nothing is misaligned, nothing looks off. But here is what makes this skill different from a template every site comes out unique. This is a family office site we generated. Dark theme, editorial feel, data driven. As you scroll, sources unlock on the left side. Every claim has a citation. It feels like a research report that is actually engaging. The scroll animation with the global map filling up with connections, that is not something we told it to do specifically. The skill decided that was the right way to communicate global reach. And this is a nonprofit example. Completely different vibe. Warm, human, community focused. Impact metrics count up as you scroll. Stories reveal with photos. The call to action at the end feels earned, not forced. Same skill. 3 completely different sites, 3 completely different feelings. That is the difference between a template and a skill that thinks about design. So here is the deal. The skill is completely free. It is on our GitHub. The link is in the comments below. You can install it as an OpenClaw skill, or you can just grab the files and use them with any AI coding tool. The skill.md walks you through everything. If you are starting from zero, no business, no assets, no idea what you want, just run it with AI generated assets and play around. You will be amazed at what comes out. If you have an existing site, point it at your site, tell it what vibe you want, and watch it transform. And here is my challenge to you. Do not just use it as is. The magic happens when you answer the interview questions honestly, when you think about what your visitor needs to feel, not just what you want to say. The skill handles the design. You handle the strategy. The organizations that figure out how to build experiences like this, not just websites, but experiences, are the ones that get remembered. Not because they spent $50,000 on a design agency, because they had the right skill and the right strategy. The skill is free, the strategy is on you. Link in the comments, go build something worth scrolling through.